Alright, so I have 5 days to go until the war in the north starts, otherwise officially known as the Burning Leaf War, I believe. So let's do a quick recap of what I have done so far. First of all, I've recruited another 5 units of the Great War Veterans template. I chose this one because it has the lowest manpower cost, and that has allowed me to put 1 unit on every single tile on the front up against uh, the South Commune over here. Then, and they will be under the command of the Death Wolf Battalion. Then I've taken the 7 original infantry templates I have. I did modify it slightly to remove the anti-tank and instead replace it with the combined arms platoon. Remember, I am going to be testing throughout this playthrough how the increase in technology and boost you get from focuses and all that, to see how it actually affects this as you progress. And those 7 units are on a frontier against big grass. Now, when this war kicks off, sorry, before I get on to that, I have not constructed any defenses along my borders here because I started with 3 civilian factories, and frankly, in the time I've had, I would have been able to construct 2, maybe 3. So I've left that completely alone. I am hoping that South Commune, from what I've witnessed in the past, is going to focus on Big Ross and Loid's ministry, and that will give me a chance to do what I want to do with my battle plan. I do want to add some traits onto Captain Gallagher here. I've decided to add on light touch here for some extra ghoul and infantry attack and defense, as well as sneering imperialist, which will take my terrain penalty reduction down by 15% so my troops can move faster. So he's going to have that. Then the focus I want to choose is going to be digging the trenches, because strike the force will give me more attack and breakthrough, but because I don't have any defenses against South Commune, I want to make my defense as tough as possible. So the communists outnumber us like always. This is true. We must prepare the trenches for the onslaught that will come. Send the soldiers out with shovels and pickaxes, place the sandbags, and create gun emplacements. So my entrenchment speed is going to go up by 15%, and my division defense is going to go up by 4%, which is going to be quite useful. And the war has broken out. So first of all, let me get rid of these decisions that I don't want. So first of all, propaganda efforts can go away, and so can war measures. That's fine. So here's all our notices. I want to delete all but 1, so the game stays paused. Okay, so you stay there. Now, what am I up against? Well, Big Grass is mainly robots. Now, I don't know exactly which ones they have, but I do know they are only support robots, and they do not have any command and control bots. So I'm hoping that should have enough piercing to be able to get through them. Even though this looks like quite a big territory, this impassable terrain makes about half their land actually count for nothing. So Necrophilian's battalion is going to head up here, trying to hug to the west side to take as many victory points as it can up here, and then I'll be able to push against South Commune. Now, South Commune is probably the strongest of the 4 of us. They have the most factories and probably more manpower than the other 3 nations all put together. And then, of course, Loid's ministry has the tanks. So my plan is to take out Big Grass, then do an armor group order, push against South Commune, while hopefully they are busy with Loid's ministry and have their forces focused on this side of the world. And I'll be able to take them out and then finish off with Loid's ministry. So I'm going to start that. And while I'm advancing northwards here, I'm going to hope that they just frankly do nothing and ignore me for now. So far, they are immediately attacking Big Grass. That's fine by me. let's have a look at what we have here. As expected, South Commune has the most units and the most factories. I do have more units than Loid's Ministry and Big Grass, and we're about even on factories. So Loid's Ministry and Big Grass shouldn't be that much of an issue. South Commune is going to be my big fight that I have to worry about. Then, just before I carry on, after the previous episode, Colonel Autumn asked me about cohesion. Just going to go through that quickly. So you've got three options: flexible, which is the default, balanced, and then rigid. Now the difference between the three is cohesion allows the AI to move your units up and down your front line as it sees fit. Now with rigid, they can move it 1 or 2 tiles. With balanced, it's a maximum of 5 tiles, and flexible, as far as I know, there is no limit. I put it on balanced because I don't want, for example, this unit here being taken by the AI and pushed all the way to one end and possibly leaving a gap in my line. But I find that rigid, when you are advancing and your line is expanding, doesn't allow the AI to actually spread your troops out as needed. So I always stick with balance, and that's what I recommend. With all that said and done, let's get started by sending Woods and the Necrophilian Battalion up here against Big Grass. Okay, so immediately they've got an open spot here, so we are advancing in, and we're doing very well here against 1 unit, so we outnumber them. Remember, with 5.0, the combat width here. What the hell just happened now? Why am I the Commonwealth remnants, and why has Loid's Ministry got my territory? And where's my army? And why am I not at war? Okay. I am going to have to take a moment here. Okay, this is what I've figured out so far. Apparently, I've stumbled across a incredibly rare event after chatting with some guys on Discord. Apparently this is a very rare event. I have never experienced this before in my thousands of hours playing this game. But it seems either the Great Stampede or MacArthur have triggered an event which has now combined the Great Stampede and Middlemark into the Commonwealth Remnants, and now I am part of it. Now I am still the 6th Brigade as I was. I still have the exact same focus tree as I did before, but I now have almost 10,000 manpower, and I have practically doubled my amount of factories. I also have kept all my research that I've done so far, as well as all my advisors and everything else, but I have no army. And according to my focus tree, I still need to destroy the rest of the nations that I was at war with about for you guys a few minutes ago. So this is my plan. I have started construction in some of my states just to bring things up. I have allocated as many arms factories as I can to everything, and now I'm going to start massively recruiting. Oh, and I kept all my templates. I'm going to start massively recruiting an army, and the reason I'm going to do that is because to carry on this game, I still need to take these guys out. Knowing South Commune is the strongest, they will probably win this fight, so I am going to do a justification on North Redmead, which is their capital. 31 political power for 155 days, and I'm hoping that by the time I'm ready to fight them, I will have a decent enough army to take them on. Okay. I don't know if I have my unit leaders. I haven't got any units to actually check what unit leaders I still have, but I'm assuming if I've kept everything else, I've kept them too. And interestingly enough, all this, as you saw when I did my deployment, all this territory is also cored. Okay, so let's carry on. Pioneer Company version 2. Here we go. So the snowy trail is finished, and I have got to admit that the more I'm wrapping my head around whatever the hell has happened here, the more I'm actually getting excited about this playthrough. Because when was the last time any of us have got a chance or had the chance to reclaim our starting territory after losing it and not losing a game? I mean, I'm trying to just wrap my head around that for a moment. But before I check my focus, there's a couple of things I want to do. First of all, I want to now start a scavenging program because I've got plenty of city factories, and I am going to create Intel agency. Yeah, we'll just skip the Cabal. Maybe I should rename it. Yeah, I'm going to go for the CRI. Yeah. And we'll choose a nice sword. Okay, cool. There we go. So that's that sorted out. Now it's been a month and I can now deploy these troops. I am going to deploy them now so I can start building up my army as fast as I possibly can. And also want to see what unit leaders I got. Okay, I kept everyone. So now let me put Gallagher back in charge there and Woods back in charge here. I'm going to pop them down on, put their front line here again. No, I don't want armor group order for now. Depends on how fast I can get my troops up. Now I just put in, that's not what I want. Just Woods. There. Thank you very much. Okay. Now I've made a decision with regards to focus tree, and that is I'm not going to do any focuses that mentions any of the lands I've just lost in what used to be Pioneer Company. Because obviously like these two units will probably just disappear off the map. But I don't want to give my enemy anything that they will gain from, if you understand what I'm saying. So I'm just going to stick to the ones that I can do now that, that will benefit me. So starting off with, I'm going to go supplemental labor. While the bread stocks are running out, the increase in labor has started to affect the industrial sector. Gallagher is hoping to use the increased industrial output to supplement the war production. The lack of bread won't stop us. So with more workers and bread, we're going to get a production efficiency growth of 8%, free repair of plus 15%, but my income's going to go down by 2. But that's okay. With Loid's ministry not being able to deploy any troops here, Seth Commune is actually making hella good progress against them. I thought they would. That's why I've picked them as my first target when I go to war in what must be now 125 days. Now militia training is done. Now I was very tempted to take crowd control gear to enable my forces, but I will get that free via the focus tree. So instead, what I want to do is go after the train mongrel. I do want to test if the breakthrough is as good as they say, since they gave it a bit of a buff. But even if I don't, I can use it for its suppression on my garrison template. Alright, the CRI is established. Now I am going to use them mainly to squash down resistance. So I'm going to go first for anti-partisan over there. Now I do have supplemental labor completed as well. And for that I can't do Gallagherville right now. And these two, as well as this one, I need to take my territory back. So I'm going to take the idealists. Originally I was going to go for the loyalists, because I presumed I was going to be fighting a defensive war against the three commies to the north. But because I'm going to be doing an offensive war now, I think the offensive war penalty modifier excuse me, is a better bet. So the Sons of Liberty are called fools and dreamers, but they are the only ones in this bombed out town that plan for a future. They see the war propaganda and the tattered flags, and they see something to aspire to. An experiment that was destroyed by its mortal enemy, but yet it can still live on. They seek nothing short but the reunification of the Union. So my stability is going to go down by 2.5%. That always sucks. Offensive war penalty modifier is going to go down by 5%. So normally when you fight an offensive war, if I remember correctly, your stability go down by 30%. So this should mean it should only go down by 25%. So it does pay off. And daily people support of 0.05. I'm still not sure in the three choices that we have coming up. First of all, which one I'm going to be going through, but also which one is people, elite, intellectual, or ruler. I haven't really figured that out yet, but even just the stability modifier is a good place to start. Seed selection is done. Now I do not need any more manpower because even though I'm pumping out 5 units every 30 days, I've still got 6.7 thousand manpower available. So I'm actually going to go after woodworking to increase my construction speed. I do have a lot of land I need to build in right now. And a day later, smoke signals is finished. So now I want to grab this decode so I can get more decryption on my future enemies. And my political power I am going to use to increase frontline operatives. So I get 7.5% more organization, another 5% to my attack. So now I've given myself boosts to both defense and entrenchment, training time and division recovery, and now I'm getting an advisor to boost my attack and offense, or offense, however you want to pronounce it. So good stuff all around. And the followers of the apocalypse have arrived. Now I don't care much for them in general, and I don't think I need any of the support they could offer me. So I'm going to go for the hostile decisions to kick them out. That should, yes, there's my decisions. Why did that reopen? Okay, close all of you. So now I'm going to seize their fort, which is going to give me an outpost and a civilian workshop in Kerabert, wherever that is. And then I'm going to raid their supplies as well to get a bonus for medical technology. And I'm going to turn these ones off. 348 days to establish themselves. That was a long ass time. Alright, that's my first anti-partisan done. So let me do the second one. I do have an operative ready. So who do I have? Heavyweight, infiltrator. None of them are actually any use to me, but Ambrose here looks the meanest, so I'm going to take him for rooting out resistance. Then the idealist is done, so I'm going to take the unfortunate son. Corporal Jack Johnson was once a hero, a legend some might say, but now he is a shadow, a ghost of time trying to be forgotten by the haunting race themselves. Drifting from bottle to bottle, the last American is just that, the last of a dead bloodline. And I'm going to get the event, the Ravine's Bottom. Now, unfortunately, I cannot deploy another 5 because I am now running dangerously short on infantry equipment and anti-tank equipment. So I have adjusted my production slightly, so I'll keep 1 factory on dynamite and my automatic weapons just to keep that in the green, 3 on anti-tank so I can get that up. Then I put all available on my basic weaponry so I can make that as fast as possible, making just over 5 a day. And then as soon as my dogs are finished, I'm going to actually swap that out for the scrap bicycles here, so I can get a couple of those produced for my garrison template. That's level 2 of decryption done. So let's go level 2 for encoding. I didn't mention that I have purchased some pipe weapons from the gunrunners, and now I just want to check if I can get some from Butcher's Pete. Yes. Okay, so that is 500 units of basic weaponry that I can now use to equip my army. Motorized flight is finished. Now, I haven't been able to purchase the manufacturer for my cast planes to make them slightly better. And biplanes is 200 days to complete as is. So I think what I'm actually doing is I'm going to go onto my land doctrine. I am thinking right now that because I have the manpower and I'm going to get power armor, I'm going to go for refined warfare for this run. So we're going to get that done. That's going to give me a nice hard attack and soft attack and organization boost to my entire army. Doesn't matter what type of unit they are. Alright, so the decision tab was lying to me. It's not going to take 300 plus days for them to be rejected. It took basically a month. So they've been kicked out. So my mobilization and speed and my war support's going up. My stability's been going down again. And so is my research speed, but I'm not too worried about that. I will boost that later on once I've got the advisors that I want using the decision tree. So my scavenging program is finished. Now what I'm going to do... Okay, cool. We can do a whole bunch of things that are at the same time now. Okay, so decisions, I am going to send out with vehicles when I have enough. I'm short on infantry equipment, so I can't. That's why I can't do that yet. Anti-partisan is done. Let me actually forward a department so I can get some boosts on that. Then Unfortunate Sun is done, so we get the Ravine's bottom. The cold weathering embrace of the Canadian chilled bottles grip Johnson as the snow pounds the windows into his apartment. The ghost of what came before wander the hills. The picture flames reflect Johnson's ghoulish face. The floor creaks as the old ghoul shifts his weight while starting down who he was and what he was. With a swift but sloppy hand, he throws the frame, crashing it into his collection of empty bottles. With glazed eyes, he stares down at the mess of glass shards. In a vain attempt, he bends down, sliding the pieces across the old carpeted floor as if he were putting a puzzle together. The pounding of the snow still beats hard as the shards scrape the ground, sliding together. After hours, the shards puzzle comes to an end. Looking down at Johnson, we can see himself once again. The scars and burns that make up his face jump out to him. The flashbacks from that hill once again surface. The rush of heat floods in the room, and the sounds of the snow are replaced with their screams. The memories build, the pain too much, and the memories hazing Johnson swipes the makeshift mirror away. Standing to his feet, Johnson walks back to his chair, grabbing another bottle on his way. He is the last American. Political power -15. Okay, next focus that I'll probably be doing for a while. One tin soldier. The fears of war grew with every passing day while Johnson still lays lifeless in his hospital bed. Gallagher has begun to start planning while Woods paces around the hospital hoping for a miracle and get the event above the call of duty. Encoded signals are done. So now it's time to boost my research speed after I lost some to rejecting the followers. So resist it will be another 2.5% research speed there. With one tin soldier done, I now can do above the call of duty. The tension at the northern border grows as Johnson starts to sober up from his booze-filled coma. Michael Woods, like clockwork, checks the old ghoul for competency every night. In turn, Gallagher meets with his fellow Yankees, plotting how to use his burnt drunkard for their favor. The patrols of both sides' goons are almost non-stop waiting for Johnson's awakening. For his part, Johnson is fighting through the withdrawals, the shooting pains, the fever, and especially the memories that cripple his system. For the first time in years, Johnson sits up from his stupor with clear eyes, fresh face, and almost clear mind. The news of his state reaches Woods as well as Gallagher. It wasn't long before the offer to lead the brigade once again was offered to the Ghoul. With a sigh and a heavy heart, Johnson agreed. His recovery couldn't come at a better time. The movement of the communist forces at the northern border had intensified. Well, it's actually pretty freaking intense, yes. The 6th Brigade was called up to serve once more, rallying in the city of Alex for their march north. Johnson in his tent starts to assemble his ancient combat armor. The battle scars and ash marks on the plates proves to whoever notices his experience in war. Lastly, the shreds of what remains of his friend's brutal flag remain heavy in his hands. The fabric was as heavy as tungsten, and the past as vivid as the present. Wrapping his head in the cloth and stepping out of his tent, Johnson knows the horrors that are about to come, and that the bright-eyed faces among them won't return the same. Here we go again. So Jack Johnson becomes a commanding officer. Let's have a look at him, shall we, and see if he might be a better choice. He's about the same, but his logistics and planning is through the roof. And he gets survivalist. And how many traits? 2 traits. Definitely a winner here. Okay, Jack Johnson, you are now in charge. Let's hand out some traits. I'm going to give him the same that I gave Gallagher. So that will be light touch for more infantry attack and defense, as well as searing imperialist for less terrain penalty reduction. So we're going to give that the same thing to him. Then, okay, train mongrel is done. I am now going to research what? What should I research? Oh, it's 2076. So I can move on to my motorization. So I can start down further in the path of getting my mechanized part of my army done. Then I have been a bit of a fool. First of all, let's put these puppies into production here and add them onto my militia template, because I had 10 army experience points. There we go. So now when I go to war and capture territory, I will have them to help bring down suppression. Now, I've been a bit of a city bugger, and that is because I'm still trying to recruit 5 units where I could actually be recruiting maybe 2 at a time and still be getting infantry out. So let me just take out these bottom 3. 188. That is a lot better than what I was missing. Let's have a look if I can purchase. Not yet. Not much longer to wait until I can kick them out. Now, as for my focus tree, I am going to do absolutely nothing right now. All the available ones I have affect the territory that I still need to regain, and I don't think I'm going to get any boosts out of any of these. So instead, I'm actually just going to accumulate almost 2 political power per day so I can get some more advisors. I'm wondering if I should kick these guys out early. No, I will wait until I prefer to wait until they are fully equipped before I kick them out, even if I don't get them all up to regular strength. I have how many days left until my justification is finished? What's it? 27 days? Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to war with them straight away. I've only got 10 units. But I'll let you know. Okay, so for my crypto department, I am not going to be expanding them anymore, purely because I want to save money to buy weapons as they come. But I am going to start, let me just pause quickly. My justification is finished. Brilliant. going to start decrypting the Seth commune. Now, how long do I have for this war goal? Until April. Okay, I'm going to hang on to this war goal because I don't want to go to war with them, or with anybody in fact, while I still have open gaps in my line. Now Loid is starting to push here on the border, which is compressing it ever so slightly, but I want to have at least, what, 2, 3 more units out, at least, until and it's like every tile covered by at least 1 unit, so I have no gaps in my lines. For example, if I had to go to war now, these guys would advance. That's brilliant. But you can see there's a militia unit right here that will just push on down, and my capital is right here. And I already have had 1 upset so far this playthrough, and I'm not looking forward to a second one. So I've got 100 political power, and what I'm going to go for is the cast manufacturer, something I planned to get earlier, but I didn't. This will give my close air support just a nice boost to both ground attack and agility, which is basically their self-defense. So when my research of my land doctrine is done, I can work again on my aircraft. I am getting more and more confident that if I just wait a little bit more and get a few more units out, I can do some serious damage to Seth commune, because from what I can see, most of the units are here against Loid Ministry and here in Big Grass. But I don't have to take all this territory here to the northwest of me. I need to take their cores, which are these territories here. So that is what I'm going to be aiming for. So I'm going to stick with my plan of just waiting, just probably until I'm going to recheck it every month, but I'm thinking right now, 1st of April might be a good day to go for this. Alright, it is April 1st. I can deploy another 2 more units. I'm going to cancel this one here, so I'm only going to be making 1 at a time. I believe I have enough now to cover all the tiles, so I have no more gaps. So I'm actually going to stop them, my army, from training. I'm going to give them 15 days, so 15th of April, for them to get into position and entrench and get their planning up. And then I'm going to launch my attack. The reason why I've gone down to 1 is because this will now give my factories a chance to upgrade them, because I've been buying basic weapons for them whenever I can. Upgrade them to the level 2 weapons that I've been getting, and also start stockpiling, because I'm going to need guns for when I start taking over this territory. Okay, motorization is done. So now I'm going to move on to the next level. I'm not doing that. I want to do simple tracks, just that is really done when it's time for me to move on to my tanks. I have 11 days. My troops are, don't tell me I've still got this one tile is what's bothering me over here. I'm going to have to go for this attack with that tile uncovered. I don't have enough time to kick someone out. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. So woodworking is done. Now, even though I do have plenty of manpower in the bank, never good idea to ignore getting more manpower. So I'm going to go for work as needed for 2 reasons. So recruitable population factor is going to go up by 2%, and my factory output is going to go up by 9%. Both of those things I need. I advise going this route basically all the time. You do get more factory output if you go for specialized production, but you miss out on the recruitable population factor, and this is, for me, an important one. Okay, it's the 15th of April with 3 days left to go until my war focus is done. I dare not wait any longer before I declare war, I just want to use my political power to purchase Hingram Ector here. He is a advisor from the Gunrunner Association, I believe. And it'll give me extra 5% soft attack and minus 5% to my production cost. I am also going to start doing a focus, and that is going to be army training. Now that I'm only recruiting 1 unit at a time, I want it to come out as soon as possible. And let's get this started. Declaring war on Seth Commune. I'm very interested to see if what happens with Loid's ministry and Big Grass. But if they want to stay at or do non-aggression pact or anything like that, I'm going to deny it because I need to take them out afterwards. Now, I was worried about this empty tile here, but it turns out this tile that had the militia unit on is a large single tile, so I'm very relieved to see that. And we have resistance to occupation already. So, while we have the break, it'll be better if I go for suppress resistance, because that's going to now suck my manpower and, yep, weapons. Okay, so I need to keep a lookout for when this goes back out so I can buy some more pop rifles or whatever for my troops. Just carry on pushing. There are some gaps in the line, and I'm not too worried about who actually takes the most territory. Obviously, I want to get my old land that I had for Pioneer Company back, but if I don't get the top of it, I'll just get that in the wars that follow. So they're keeping these units tied up quite nicely here. Nice big autosave there. And my units is getting a chance to go through the gaps in the line. I'm not doing any micromanaging right now. The AI is doing a pretty okay job of doing it itself. And my troops are getting the experience back up. Okay, that's becoming a bigger problem. We need more and more weapons. Let me just... and perfect. Just the nick of time. Okay. Yes, I can afford to buy both. Just buying the basic weapons. Destruction of the Rangers Citadel. Rangers Arizona Wasteland. Okay. Come on, we can do this. Let's see how the war's going. Resistors done. Okay, South Commune is really going down, but I believe that is not me doing the damage. Just do vacuum tubes for some more research speed. Alright. Standing Rock going against Moss Republic. Okay. 7 dogs now. Okay. Let me just add more in there. And what should I do now? Yes, I want to put my... Yeah, there's a lot of resistance. Okay. Oh, we've really got some awards. That's great. Pushing up nicely here. Excuse me, that's my dog's barking at something outside. Alright. Okay, going a bit slow, but it's okay. Alright, so we've got that one there. And we're still pushing in. There are some gaps in my line. Oh, great. I've retaken Red Deer. And that has actually moved my capital back up there. That's brilliant. Okay, so my capital is no longer cavalry. It's now red deer. Just excuse me, manager. Alright. Back in the game. Oh. That's a nice little encirclement there. Yes, okay, red deer's back up and running. Yes, I know I'm short on dogs. Okay, I'm going to have to deal with this somehow. Okay, so let's do that just until I can get their numbers back up.
You're mine.
Okay, now this is what I don't need. I don't need these guys there because I'm not at war with them yet. So I'm just going to have to continuously watch that and make sure that everybody is only focused on my... Well, okay, so now that was a slight mistake.
Sir?
You guys get back in there. And let's take you, yes. Get in there. Let's cut these guys off. Okay, simple tracks is done. I have my CAS researcher, so let me start on my triplane attackers. Yes, that's the quicker of the two, and they will get that boost there. Okay, great. That will go away once I take out this unit here. And that's one unit wiped out. Now we're really pushing them nicely. Okay, this is, I'm going to have to be doing this a lot now. As I'm taking their land, I'm going to have to carry on just putting them back on the line here. Make sure they only push against Seth Commune right now. I'm really hoping that they still do take out Big Grass, because then if I get enough war score, I can take a whole bunch of their territory as well, basically for free. Okay, they're moving their forces back down south. That's okay, it's basically 3-on-1 right now. I haven't got into their core yet. They're losing 3 times the manpower that I am. This is good. Whoop, let's buy some more guns. Do I need guns? No, I need dogs. And the dogs number of dogs needed is going down. Okay, I actually think, yes, I think this, I've actually retaken, oh, this is what I'm talking about, back on guns. I actually believe I have retaken all the victory points for the old Pioneer Company territory I used to have, which I'm loving. Keep us safe, demand tribute. You guys can just go away. Oh yes, war support or political power. I'm going to go for war support. Give me up to 60%. There's another victory point taken. Okay, they're going against the divide. Okay. They're falling back quite rapidly, so I need more and more dogs more quickly. And I sure I saw something there for infantry equipment, so I'm just going to buy, just in case. I'm just going to go here and minimize this so I can see more of the screen. Okay, Loid's doing very well here. Loid's pushing in nicely. My main objective is to get my old Pioneer Company. And there's another unit. Perfect timing. And because I didn't deploy them early, they come up as, it's not, yes, just trained. I was tempted to actually go see if I should thinking about using just a breakthrough line against here. And right now, I'm glad I didn't. Okay, got the resistance under control, but we still need dogs. And I do know Woods has another trait available, but I'll look at that actually, you know, while things are going quite smoothly. You didn't get a terrain trait, and that's what I want. I love me some terrain traits. Okay, this, I believe, is their core territory. Let's have a look. Yes, Seth Commune. So this is core territory of theirs. So I am starting to get in there. Alright. Okay, so I have 100 political power. Refined warfare is done. So, first of all, I want to get just the normal theorist. That's the, yeah, I don't want conventional. So I'm going to go for Randolph here. Get him. And I've actually made a bit of an oopsie here. Okay. Let's check what my research is. Nope, I can keep it that way for now. That's fine. Let's research that. Not going to spend the arm experience.
Had enough?
Okay, this is no massive whitewash, but I am just using normal infantry with only one combined arms platoon. But considering that, we are doing quite well here. Work as needed is done. Okay, I still don't need any manpower. I've got that. I'm going to go for improvised tools. Get my reduction efficiency, growth, and cap increased. Okay, between Woods and Johnson, they are nicely picking up the gaps exactly where they need to here. Apart from that one mess up I made with the front line here, and I had to force them to take out that encircled unit, I've had to do no micromanaging. They are going on, they're advancing on a balanced manner, so they're not going crazy. And that's fine. I don't want to waste my manpower by going aggressive and possibly opening up holes. Okay, Ruminators one against Jackson. If I can get red meat, that would be great. Let's see how they're doing now. Oh, they're really starting to crumble. 40%. Still taking about 3 times the losses I have. Big Grass is fighting back in a big way. So, yes, damage is being done. It's now September. About a year since their war kicked off and I got kicked out of it. But no worries. We are coming back and we are taking what was once ours. National Guard's fallen. That's unfortunate. Chain Choir's gone. That's also unfortunate. Yeah, just going to carry on watching this here. Still just dogs right now. Ooh, Dakota chapter. Nice. They've gone Dakota. Yeah, South Commune's all but done for. I really hope I can get North Redmead. Okay, Big Grass will probably take their territory back. And then the question will be, who should I take on? I think I'll go with my plan I had originally, and that would be great. Big Grass. Take them out first. Okay, money, got money. Don't want to do anything with my money right now. I'm going to keep it for if I need military signing bonus and for that decision that helps with resistance.
Like that?
Rather keep it there. Okay, you guys just carry on. You guys carry on. You are doing just fine. If I had more manpower, I'd be pushing, or more units, I'd be pushing all these gaps manually. But because my line is thin, I'll just let the AI do its thing. It's reinforcing nicely. It's keeping all my tiles occupied. And even though it's very tempting for me to, for example, take these guys here, swing them here into Est Whistle, I don't think I will. And I'm very glad that they haven't taken North Redmead yet. How are we sitting now? We are at 45%, and I think I'm doing most of that work. Okay, if they take out my objective point here, I'm going to set a breakthrough for North Redmead. Oh, triplane attackers, aircraft in the mix, biplane fighters next. Let's put that into production. I'm in the green here, so take a risk. Full up back on guns, one on triplane. Move that up one slot because that's a priority. And we carry on going. You guys can sit there. I'm not actually interested in heading up to the northwest. I'm interested in going this way here. So these guys are the guys that are going to be pushing. Not doing a hell of a lot. Maybe if I just move one up. Okay. Let's try something here. You guys, let's take 10th. Let's move you in there. Let's see if I can get that and then move them into Entwistle here. Or maybe Spruce Grove. Can't remember the exact lines that it was before. But once these lines meet, I can pull these guys off and push them onto my other line here. They'll be nice. See if I can cut them off there. See if I can cut through here. All these troops will actually be... No. Stay there. Damn it all. Okay, they're joining the attack anyways. I didn't want them to do that. Vacuum tubes done. Let's get some primitive radios. Very nice.
You're mine. Hey.
Right, fourth is coming to reinforce. Okay, see.
I've got this one.
You supporting that. Take that one rather. Because by taking this, what have I done? Okay. By taking this, yes, now I've actually effectively cut them off. So all the units here now have no supply. So, as I said, they've lost that, so that objective line is going to be cancelled. And I'm just going to do a spearhead or breakthrough. Right. No, what am I doing here? Delete that. All my units. And I want to push for that area there. And go. Those guys can hold. And now delete that line. Okay, so let's put U3, attach them there, you attach there. Okay.
Hello.
Now where the hell are people going? Okay. Now let's send, oh, another unit, loving it. What happened? Oh, okay, I must change that. Alright, U2, or U1 in there, U2 in there. Delete that line again, because they are pushing it very nicely. And it's just this one. Let's attach it here. And all these units
Sir.
also attach there. Because that's 10 units on that line there. These guys can just hold that. Keep them busy there. Here's another bunch of units I don't need. So let's take
Sir.
you and you and you. Gonna you two attach.
Sir.
Attach there.
Sir.
There. Okay, so they are fighting it for north and south Redmead. Yes, I know. Oh, Seth Commune, you are really stuffed. I'm going to let them all do all the work. Actually, no, I'm not going to let them do all the work because you get victory points for eliminating enemies. So you two can push in there as well. See if we can cap those guys out. What's happening here now, guys? No. Let's put
I've got this one.
these three. Pop them there.
Hello.
But you, I'm going to pop on this line and attack. And you can carry on what you're doing. And there, and you in there. That looks like a good plan. Oh, there goes my dogs again. Alright. Okay, divide's gone. Another line I can delete here.
Hey.
You go fight in there. Very good, guys. Very good. You can support as well. Get in there. Take these guys out.
Like that?
Almost all gone. Almost all gone. Perfect.
Hey.
Getting more and more guys on this line over here. And Urina's fallen. Who's taking Urina? That's all the way down here. Urina's been taken by the Den. Nice. Okay. Okay, I can also take out this line.
Hey.
Attach them here. They can carry on fighting there. You guys. Attach you here. Because I'm beginning to think that putting this breakthrough line here was a bad idea. So, let's delete it. Select all my guys.
Like that?
And let's just make one for here. Offensive line there, but Amber Valley, go. One's already seasoned. That's brilliant. Because I've taken one back here and they can carry on pushing up. Okay, all you guys, new plan. All of you head in their direction.
Hello.
Yes. Oh, more political power. Lovely. What should I do with my political power? I can get Chief of the Air Force. Production costs, air efficiency. That is very good. What else we got here? Actually, my next thing I'm going to go for is guns. Now, I'm going to be using energy weapons, so I'm going to go for Van Grass. It's going to give me more heart attack and more piercing. That's why I'm choosing it, because I don't have support anti-tank. Production cost does go up by 5%, but that's okay because it went down by 5% over here. So basically, I will be back where I started. Okay, that's definitely a better idea. We can delete this line here. And I'm not going to make the mistake I make earlier. So I'm going to select all these chips, attach it there, go. What are we at? 59%. Still really want to see if I can capture the red meat. And there's still a chance I could. There's a real chance I could. Especially once I take out all these guys. Ah, damn it. And put these 3 units on. Okay, you there. Now who was the one? Oh, for some reason they all listed there. Okay, attach there, and still same order, go. January 2277. Hope everybody's having a lovely time. Improvised tools is done. Let's get more output, local workspaces, more population, more output. Not worry about the factories, we're going to get plenty of those as this game goes along. Okay, those 2 units are stuffed. Warden's gone. Now it's just a case to finish these guys off. Again with this. This is going to be happening a lot. Okay. Select all. There, and go. Now I must do the same thing over here.
Sir.
And okay, just gonna have to carry on doing it as we go. Oh, Dakota chapter's taking on Bismarck. Nice. There we go, guys. There we go. Nicely done. Good job. Finish them off. No, I said here, attack. There, that's not difficult. Okay, 3 units now. 169 army experience to spend on whatever I want once this is over. Okay, we've got a river here. I'm very happy with how this is going. Just... I've got my first planes, I'll rename them later. Just get in the fight. So I'm going to attach them to Necrophilian's battalion over here so they follow them wherever they go. I'm going to give them the order for close air support and have them fight normal operations, so they'll only start working once they are at 25% or more. I believe that's about 11 or 12 aircraft out of the 50 in the squadron. Do I need to do anything else here? No, I don't think so. So they won't be working straight away, but they will be working soon. And you guys, they're putting up a good fight. They have a similar unit model to us. Ours is still better though. I like this unit model. I think they're made for Pioneer Company. Freaking awesome. That's it. Squeeze them, guys. Squeeze them. Okay. So I've taken the northeast. That's blocked off. So, time for a new order. There. Go. How are we doing? Oh, yes. Okay, they just literally... And that pocket's taken out. Oh, the temptation to go aggressive is really, really big. Okay. So, aircraft's done. I'm going to leave that for now. I'm heading back here. And I'm actually going to go start on my support equipment. First one I'm going to go for is, because I'm going laser, I'm going to go for the HRWRC over here. So research that. Not using arm experience until I know what I want to use it for. Biplane fighters. Probably won't need them for this run, but you know, it never hurts to have some fighter aircraft just there to help you out.
This will be over quickly.
Yeah, quick is good, quick is good. Loid's ministry has... Hold on. Loid's ministry has capitulated, giving us 50% of their stockpiled equipment. Tanks, weaponry, and other. How? Okay. New plan. And look at this border. Oh my bloody hell. Okay. I don't know how that happened. This has been a very interesting playthrough so far. I'm going to make this an army group order. There. Yeah, army group order. I still have North Redmead. And let's put it here in the corner. Because Big Grass is going to be pushing as well. But I think that's enough for this episode. Carry on with this in the next one. I'm very glad we at least got our original territory back, even though we are still at war. But yeah, we'll pick this up in episode 3. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.